if you had to share a single piece of advice, which would be kind of your last will and testament. So, first of all, I hope you comment and you say what it would be. But if I had to share, and I've studied, been inquisitive, most importantly, I've studied from the Torah, the most amazing wisdom, transformative wisdom, transformed the world. Jewish mysticism, Chassidus, transformed the Jewish world. Its ideas are all over. If I had to say, what is the one most important idea, it would be the concept which all of Chassidus speaks about, called Dirah Bitachtoinim. Now, no little video can do justice to Dirah Bitachtoinim. It would take thousands of hours. But essentially, the concept of Dirah Bitachtoinim is that the reason you and I exist is because God, the Creator. Remember, before everything is nothing. Nothing exists. Actual reality, nothing exists right now. From a mathematical, scientific perspective, kind of a mathematician and a physicist told me, based on the math, there is no such thing as space. The quantum physicists speak about 10 dimensions. Based on the actual math, space is something you basically measure, which is based on time. It takes this long to go there. But if there was no time, there'd be no space. And time itself is in a way based on space, because you're measuring a distance. And if there's no space, how is there time? And without going into all the math and the philosophy of it, but literally every second, what's going on is like, imagine I blow up this big bubble. I'm inside this bubble. I put the globe, and I put the sun, and I put the stars, and I put other galaxies. And then slowly but surely, I made man, and then I made woman and children. And then you grow up in an environment where this all seems normal. But in actual fact, there's no difference between the first second before anything existed and the second after it began to exist, because somebody still has to blow up that bubble. And we now know from Hubble Space Telescope, this is really why they put the telescope in space, that they were trying to decide what is the rate of the expansion of the universe. And it turns out, and this was 2011 Nobel Prize, that it's expanding at 3 times the speed. So it's not only like someone blew it up, it's like continuously blowing it up faster and faster. And then Hubble discovered that it's going 10 times the speed. So there's no human mind that can understand, literally, if that's what it is, a balloon that's blowing. How did that happen? And so the bottom line is that every single second, God is involved in everything from the macro to the micro, because every single second, like this cup has come in and out of existence billions of times in the amount of time we've spoken, because we now know that every single atom comes in and out of existence. I have come in and out of existence billions and trillions of times in the little bit of time that we've spoken. But of course, because I don't see it, even a film, the olden day films, they would have 24 slides of the same picture, because the mind doesn't see quicker than that. And that's why sometimes they would put in a slide of popcorn. You wouldn't realize it, but you'd want popcorn. That's really how movies make money. So the bottom line is this, that you are here for a reason, because you're not randomly here. You can't randomly be here. So then the question is, what is the reason? And this is what our sages explain. This is what's called Dirah Bitachtoinim, that God desired a dwelling below. Now, what does it mean to dwell somewhere? to dwell somewhere. When I'm in my home as opposed to in your home, or if you're in your home as opposed to my home, that's where I let my hair down. That's where I am me. I behave in the way that I am comfortable. So what does it mean to have a good friend? I recently heard this from Rabbi Jacobson. A good friend is somebody that you can let your hair down with. You're not embarrassed to tell them your stupid mistakes. You're like, I'm so stupid, I shouldn't have said that. And you wouldn't say that to a stranger, but you could say it to your good friend, because your good friend unconditionally accepts you. They love you like you love yourself. And whatever you do, they'll never turn you in. They'll never shame you. They'll never do anything. And if they do, they're not your friend at all. So God wants to be like that to you.